Looking ahead, this Indianapolis City County Council is set for a very big vote tonight.
Councilors will decide whether to create a committee to look into how the city handles employee complaints of sexual harassment and what, if anything, needs to be changed or going forward.
So calls for this committee follow allegations from the mayor's former deputy mayor, Thomas Cook, accused of sexually harassing two women, one who worked for the city, the other worked for his campaign. Emily Longnecker joins us now with what the committee would do if the councilors vote to create this council tonight. Emily?
Well, Ann and Felicia, there's already been a lot of bipartisan calls for the creation of this kind of investigative committee after those allegations came out last month against the mayor's former deputy mayor, Thomas Cook. Keep in mind, right now, the city is also investigating 6 other allegations of harassment, with a 7th investigation leading to the firing last week of a staff administrator for violating the city's sexual harassment policy. That's according to an email sent by the mayor to staff last week. Now, if created, this investigative committee would be tasked with hiring an outside law firm to dig into records and complaints of harassment if they were filed and see how the city handled those. The law firm would also make recommendations on what, if anything, needed to change. The 7-member committee would also look into the city's current HR policies, examining recent measures put in place by the mayor, like requiring annual sexual harassment training for all employees, not just supervisors. Now, we spoke today with Lauren Roberts, who says Thomas Cook sexually harassed her while she worked on the Hogset campaign in 2015. Roberts says she told the mayor what happened 2 years after leaving the campaign. Mayor Hogset has said Roberts' claims were investigated, but Roberts says no one ever contacted her for an investigation.
I think all of the changes he is implementing are things that Caroline and I demanded in a letter that we sent to him and to the city county council president. So I don't see this as something that should be applauded because he's doing the right thing. He's doing the bare minimum that should have been happening from the beginning, because survivors came forward and we demanded it.
And Roberts there, speaking of Carolyn Ellert, who also came forward with Roberts last month to say that she was also sexually harassed by Thomas Cook while she worked for the city. Now, in the wake of the demands of these women, several council members then called for an investigative committee, and that brings us to tonight's vote. The council meeting starts at 7 o'clock, and we'll have the results of that meeting tonight on 13 News at 11.